What's good, what's great, soul family? It's your personal spiritual wellness coach and mentor, Alicia Yolanda. And today we are talking seasons, okay? And this channeled message first came through to me back in 2021. I had previously recorded it and not published it. But after re-listening to it today, it spoke to me. But this time with revelation. See, soul family, when we observe the seasons that the planet goes through, majority of us, especially here in the UK where we're known to experience 4 seasons in a day, we can all come into agreement that Mother Earth needs to transition through periods of death and rebirth. Nature needs feasting for fasting and hibernation. We receive blessings from the sun and then sort of like a washing over from the rain. In these periods of change where we're watching the world around us go through a type of continuous metamorphosis, never do we look at this inevitable and say to Mother Nature, again, really? We just had winter last year. No. We accept that change is the inevitable. So I would ask you this, soul family. When we are going through our own metamorphosis, or we witness a continuous evolution in the life of others, where does the attachment to what was stem from? You see, right now, soul family, many are fearful of taking the leaps of faith needed to transition into their next season of their life, into the new season of their life. Many are so attached to what was that they stay in their comfort zones. They convince themselves and maybe even try to convince others that the comfort zone is the safest place. Fearful of the changes that will need to be taking place in order for them to embody what they have been called to. The fear of appearing different from others. The fear of standing out from the crowd and following their bliss. I'm here to remind you, soul family, that change is the only constant and continuum in our lives. It is the energy that we can count on that will always remain the same. And through that change is where our greatest becoming that is currently resting is waiting to be awakened. If we can grab change right now by the reins as we're transitioning into higher levels of conscious being, from forms of 3D thinking, from the hustle and the bustle, into the 5D, the living in alignment with purpose and bliss, we can experience beautiful transformation with a path of least resistance. A path where change isn't painful, where change doesn't have to be traumatic, where we can heal our bodies, minds, and our spirits, whilst authentically expressing the love that is coded into our soul. Soul family, we can look to nature to see the macrocosmic mirroring of our microcosmic being. We look to nature to observe how each season carries its own blessings that comes with Mother Nature's ability to simply just be still. To freely express all faces of change whenever the seasons call for it to be so. We look to nature as a mirror to recognize that detaching ourselves from what is our present reality, allows for us to welcome the new. Whatever season you're in right now, soul family, look to the energy of change. That which we know is guaranteed. Look to it as a statement to your mind, to your body, and to your soul that seasons change. You change. You're not stuck. You're simply evolving. You may have been just hibernating. You may be feasting for the fasting. You may simply be transitioning from your winter season into your spring season, into the season of inner sunshine and bliss. And a reminder to be kinder to others. Because when we are blessed enough to be a part of or witness someone in their season of change, in their season of resting or metamorphosizing, recognize that we don't know what season that they may have just left. They may have just emerged from a cold winter and Source has called them to be still in order to be tuned and aligned to their next. Soul family, every season has a purpose. Your season has a powerful purpose. Recognize, soul family, that change isn't just happening to you, it is happening for you. For you to become what you've been called into. For you to go where your feet have been called to grace. Where you being authentically you can change the life of those who are aligned to your purpose. Once you find your bliss, once you find what makes your heart sing again, what you can wake up for with ease, family, you would have already began living in the embodiment of your evolution. You will transition into your next blessing with great, great ease. And as time goes by, soul family, change will be second nature. Your nature. That's the channeled message for today, soul family. One love, be love, Irie blessings.